Okay. Let's just get right into this. I forgot to get the radio plan, shuffle it up. Got some new DLC. And I got some more time on my hands now that I'm moved. We'll go over to Idaho. And a new truck. I decided to buy a new truck. Because, why not? Got my 3D printer running as well. Finally got that up and going, so that's gonna be sick. Gonna start my printing again. This thing can get up and go pretty quick. Hopefully it's got a good top speed too. Oh, come on, you could have made it, bro. I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm sorry. second. I just realized freaking using up way more resources than I need to. There we go. I would like to keep right, but this guy got in my way. I swear I just heard somebody yell in the house upstairs, which could have happened. But I'm not hearing anything now. I already missed my other truck. That Volvo was way better. Yeah, we'll just coast. I don't want to wear my brakes out. You know, I just realized my mom just packed all my boxes in a spot where it's really hard to get to them because I was like, yeah, we won't need any of that stuff. So, what you doing? Yeah, printer's right over there. Take a look at it, man. Yeah, I can come and talk to you about it. And we're back. Sorry about that. My dad walked in and wanted to know about my 3D printer. Oh. So I was giving him a little tour of it and showing him all the files I have. But we're back now. I need to drink a lot of water now because my throat's sore from explaining the machine. Cool machine though. Oop, I am adjusting stuff on my desk. There we go. Just realized I sent myself to Idaho on this one. I just bought 2 new DLC. Hopefully I can find one in Idaho that sends me over there. Should have got Montana. That'll be what I get next. Of course. I always forget to turn my blinker off. Oh, it looks like my sibling D&D group finally messaged. Oh. That's what I get for looking away. Almost rammed into them. But now I gotta go see what it says. Are we playing D&D this weekend? I'd assume no, because I think one of my sisters is still on a vacation. Looks like they haven't responded yet. Looks like it's my one sister who I responded to previous, trying to get the other ones to respond. So, D&D may be a no-go. Ooh, all over the road. I gotta quit looking away as soon as I'm getting to a turn. Oh, I've been losing track of days so often now. Earlier today, I thought next month was November. I did my math wrong the other day because I've been so tired and out of it that I forgot how dates work. But that's fine. Finally, don't have to do any more heavy lifting because we're all moved. Ugh. At least for now, until we find a new place. can't tell if this is... Oh, nope, it's just a bunch of random cones. Okay. I thought there was construction coming up. But whatever. Ooh. Now we have some construction. Oh, a downed plane. That's a first. Oh. Yeah. This button. Forgot about headlights. Are they even on? I think my headlights are broken. Oh, perfect. A spot to rest here. We just got pizza at our work today. We love a good pizza from the owner. He's waiting for me. Ah, darn it. Should have swung it. Gotta sneeze. I gotta speed up. Ah, crap. Just gotta push this guy out of the way. Yeah, you go over there. Thank you. We're looking for texting and driving. Every time. Oh yes, my favorite run of lights to run. I guess I'll stop running lights. Might as well. Almost there. And hopefully I can take a job that sends me to somewhere else. One of the, I forget which two states I bought. I think it was Colorado and Utah. Should have bought more because they're on sale, but figured spend like $10. Why is that guy going? Jeez. We'll do this kind of park. We'll start doing those more. I should have checked the jobs where I'm at. Someone goes into Colorado. Yeah, let's do that. That hits both the new places. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And we're, ooh, this is a long train. Ooh, this could spell disaster. I'm barely good with normal trailers. green for me. Thank you. Red light? What? It was green. 100% green. Sounds like my mother is vacuuming. Uh-oh. That could have been bad in two ways. Based on my PNG tuber's reaction, I think it's being able to pick up my mic's picking up the vacuum. 100%. 100% is. Oh man, I hope that's not really coming through. That's funny. I love how it can't hear, like my mic's not picking up the 3D printer next to me. Or not next to me, but in the room. That's, you know, got a decently loud fan blowing, but it can pick up the vacuum upstairs. That's funny. This is a passing lane, I think. I gotta remember how long the tail is. That could have been bad. Oh, yay. We love a good train. Pretty quick train. How is she still vacuuming? Gotta be done by now. Come on. Okay, we're good. Milk. Always milk ads. Big Milk loves having the rides out there. Dance for Pedro, that's good. The world's most happy cattle. Looks like I want to be in the right lane, heading towards Salt Lake. Wait station. £100,000. Jeez. This is a heavy truck. No, it's 83. That's nice. If only my truck didn't cap out at 65. Which is fine. We're still cruising. We'll just have to transport this to the new garage with a new owner or a new driver, and then get a new truck after I do a bunch of deliveries with it. I can't believe you would do that. Making me have to pause my game just to ban you. Can't believe you've done that. How dare you? Nah, the best viewers are the ones who are lurking in the shadows. I don't go to shady websites for that. The gull on some people. Yup, sending their bots in here like that. What the heck? Always gotta drop that ban hammer. I need to make more emotes. I'm gonna get back into that mode. I have more pictures of Grizzly I want to turn into emotes because Grizzly's just such a cute dog. And he makes the funniest facial expressions. Wait, no, I don't need to get over. I can stay in this lane. Never driven in Utah before, so this is interesting. Yeah, the DLC was on sale for like $5 a map, so I got a couple. I got Utah and Colorado, just because they were the next ones on the list. Since I do have enough money in my Twitch account to get a payout next month, so I was like, you know what? I'm already planning on having that money come in. Might as well spend a little bit of it getting some DLC. And it was only like $9, so not much money spent. Yep, reinvest in the stream. That's the goal. Any money that I get from my Twitch, I always use it to. I save a bit of it. I have a separate account for it, but then I'll use a little bit of it to get a little upgrade. Like that's how I got my little audio mixer, a little bit better of a mic, a little bit better webcam, new monitors. Well, the new monitors were free from my sister, but I would have used the money, any of the money I get for that kind of stuff. Do a little bit of reinvesting. Upgrade one little piece at a time. Then eventually I'll have a much better system and setup. The more time and investment I can put into her. Hey, now that I'm in a stable place for at least the next month before I hopefully have a new place to move to, I can be streaming a ton more. Then eventually branch out from just truck sims, even though I love just simulator games. Oh, brakes, there. Grab a little gas. By a little gas, I mean hundreds of gallons of gas. Jeez, nearly 200 gallons of gas in this thing. Oh wait, no, these connect back up. I don't need to get over. Have you played Brass Birmingham? I have not. Is that a what, what game is that? I've heard the name before, but I can't remember where I've heard it from. I feel like that's a board game, right? Yeah, board game. Okay, yeah, because I think I heard what was it? What's the channel? Shut Up and Sit Down. I think they talked about Brass Birmingham. I hear it's a good game, both from them and from other reviews I've looked up. But I hear it's like a kind of. You saw a video about it today. I heard it's. I think it's a Euro game, Euro style game, if I remember correctly. But no, I have not. I have not played that before. I've also heard it's kind of a beast of a game, like a very large and a lot of component game. I think they have a whole they have a whole bunch of different brass games. I could be wrong though. Oh shoot, I hope we didn't fully pack up my board game. No. I still have some board games out because I think they're in my car currently. Need to play some board games again. I really hope these minifigures I'm going to try to print here turn out good so I can start making one, minifigures, but two, more board game components. I must be in Colorado already, because the roads have changed. This is still Utah. I guess I've never been to Utah. Hope I can find a rest stop soon. Heck yeah, ads. Gotta love those ads. That's money right in my bank account. You know, that's why I do this, man. It's for those ad dollars going straight into the bank account. Oh yeah. He rated brass 6 out of 10. Interesting. Yeah, that's just. I think that's fairly accurate to what I've heard. I've seen brass rated anywhere from like 6 to 8 out of 10 on a complexity scale, because it is a fairly complex game. But I know quite a few that I would say are more complex in just scope and scale. There's a lot of Euro games though. Basically any Euro game, any well-made complex Euro game is gonna at least score 6 out of 10. Because those are the very number crunchy, complex games. I forget the game, but there's a game where you like actually have to use graph paper and a spreadsheet for something, and it's stupidly complex. You rated a 9. That would be. I'm assuming you're talking Twilight Imperium. Which, if that's the case, I would actually disagree. I don't think Twilight Imperium is a 9 on complexity. It's definitely a very complex game with a lot of moving parts. I'd give it an 8, honestly. So, I've heard brass is. I guess they're different types of complexity. It really depends on the type of complexity you're looking at. Because the reason I don't think Twilight Imperium is super complex is there's enough randomness, and because you're interacting with each other in a Ameritrash style of game. Like there's so much variance that can happen from time to time, and as well as like dice rolls alone, you can't really strategize for that. But I could see it being a 9 because there are. It also depends on the addition of Imperium you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Like because there's like the actions in Twilight Imperium are not that complex in my opinion. Like there's a lot of things you can do, but in reality it's pretty limited in scope. So that's very interesting to me. That it would be a 9. I at max I'd score it an 8. I'd probably for how many times I've gotten people to play it who don't like board games or like aren't that big into complex board games, I would rate it like a 5. Because the only complex thing is that if you're like me and you want to memorize every single stupid thing about it. Yeah, okay. If it includes the new expansion that came out, that cranks it up to an 11. Because that expansion has been described to me as not an expansion for somebody who plays the game once or twice a year, but for people who have dug in already and know the game inside and out perfectly and need more. So if it is with the expansion, that totally makes sense because the expansion also adds like some new units and some new weird mechanics that just make the game really good, but way too complex. But even older TI with Twilight Imperium with the old expansions, I don't know. I would still rate it lower. But again, it also depends on the complexity because I guess Brass Birmingham isn't as complex because once you know what you're doing, I think it's a little bit more easily solved because it's a Euro game. But I just hate the complexity, or I don't hate, but I get annoyed with Euro games because I'm not good at that kind of complexity. Give me a war strategy diplomacy game any day. People at the table make it so much easier. Risk easy. Oh yeah. I love Risk. Risk is such a simple and crappy but good game. I'll play Risk any day. The only thing I don't like about Risk is waiting for other people's turns, and that's why also I don't think Twilight Imperium is as complex as people make it out to be. Because like, you're not just sitting there waiting an hour on somebody's turn. Like sometimes it can take long when battles start, but like, it's pretty quick moving, and like it's not, yeah, nothing crazy. And again, I probably have the minority of the opinion on that. Yeah. There's so many games, board games I want to buy. I need to, well, yeah. Have you played Gloomhaven IRL? Yes, I have. I have played it online and IRL. Um, he gave that a 7. I would disagree with that. I don't think Gloomhaven's a 7. I think it's a little lower. Cuz that's another game too where it's like, yeah, sure, if you're trying to like min max it perfectly, it can be. I don't know. Yeah, I would give it like a 5 or a 6, but Gloomhaven's fun. I've played it IRL. There's a lot of moving parts, so it's like more. I would give it more complexity in just that you have to freaking micromanage 50 different enemies, because that's just how any of those games are. But like the rules are fairly simple. Just pick two cards and play them. I think me and this guy have a differing opinion of what complexity means. But I always am curious of what how other people classify complex games or what they choose to introduce to people, cuz like I obviously have like certain games that I know certain people will like, and that's based off of factors like complexity and basic rules and stuff like that that I kind of know for everybody. He gave Root, okay, that I would agree with. Root is an 8. Because just because it's a very asymmetric game where you really have to know a good amount of everything else that's going on. I wouldn't say Root's hard to learn as in the rules, but Root, if you want to be good at Root, is a lot harder, just because of how they made it with those asymmetric play style or asymmetric characters and all that. Like it's just Root's a good game though. I freaking love Root. Root is where he ended normie games. Gotcha. I wouldn't call Root a normie game though. I mean, everybody loves Root, but I feel like that one's still kind of a sleeper. We should play Root sometime though. I think you'd enjoy Root. Not as much yeah, it definitely is. That is one of the reason a lot of people think it's complex is just because it's such a massive game. But really, it's not. But yeah, Root is very cute. It is my favorite asymmetric strategy war game. And I have nothing but good things to say about Root. I've only played it a few times because I just don't have people to play games with, and even though I taught Marissa to play it, and she does actually understand it mostly. She never wants to just do 1v1 games because I have a distinct advantage as somebody who's played board games all of his life. We do need to beat that stupid train robbery game. I forget what it's. I think it's just called Train Heist. That game sucks. I love that game, but it sucks so bad. Let's do it. Let's hit up everybody and get a group together and let's beat that freaking game. I think I've only beaten it out of all the times I've played it maybe once. There might have been twice that I beat it, but I'm pretty sure it's only been one legit time I've beaten that game. Yeah, that's we need to start like a board game Smash Bros club like we used to have. Now that I'm back over on that side of the state, gotta start hanging more. So I would be 100% down. In my parents' basement too, we even have like a neat little spot where all of our stuff is. We got a table down here. I even got a TV with a futon and my Switch hooked up to it next to my computer. So it's a perfect little comfy spot for a few people to come hang out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. When you're done taking care of true, yeah. Oh yeah, as soon as you're done, for sure. That cat's really cute. I love cats. I wish I could have a cat, but Grizzly does not like cats. He thinks that they are prey, and not good. They can be. They are very cute, and they definitely can be more annoying than dogs, depending on the cat. Um, yeah, because in my experience with dogs, dogs just kind of do their own thing. They're there and are cute and nice. Cats can be loud and annoying sometimes. They like to scream and get their way. They also like to just kind of jump on whatever they feel like. But they're really cute. I freaking love cats. They're so cute. Gets into everything. Yeah, they'll do that too. My sister's cat would always get on top of her fridge because she used to like put stuff up there because she was like, "There's no way she can get on top of my fridge because there's nothing to jump to." Somehow would get up there and lick everything. Always loved to lick any olive oil that's in a pan or like try to get whatever food from wherever. Get into every single spot. They're just curious, which can be very annoying. What time is it? Oh, okay. This delivery will have to be my last because I gotta start cooking dinner soon. Because I volunteered to cook dinner for my parents and Marissa to help out, especially since my mom helped me move my entire apartment over here. Figured it's the least I could do is help them make some food once in a while. I will be making just some rigatoni pasta with Alfredo, which I'm gonna do some special stuff to the Alfredo sauce, the store-bought Alfredo sauce, to make it tastier, with some oven-cooked chicken breasts, sliced up very nicely and seasoned to perfection. Figured it's something easy to make tonight. You heading over? Heck yeah. Just something a little easy to make tonight, just so I don't have to do too much. Oh yeah, especially once I have my own little place again and I'm living somewhere over here, you definitely should come over. I make food all the time. I'm good at cooking. If you want free food, I'm always down to make people some free food. Because I very much love to cook. I wish I had time tonight or the ingredients to make my own Alfredo sauce, because I love making my own Alfredo because it's just so much creamier and better. But I do not have the ingredients. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Get over into this lane. Now you want to be a cheese guy? No, that's fair. That is fair. I was going through like a fancy cheese phase and like a good cheese phase for a while. There's some really good cheeses out there. I now that's part of the reason I'm not gonna make the Alfredo tonight is I don't have a brick of Parmesan to shred myself, because anytime I can I like to shred my own cheeses and get the fancier cheeses and use them to melt better and all that. Cheese is just such an underrated cooking ingredient that's so good. It's also just amazing how much a difference it makes. Like a good real Parmesan versus the store bought, or versus the pre shredded ground whatever stuff that you get. Well, that I even get, because I get that a lot because I sometimes don't want to shred my own Parmesan, but there is such a flavor difference between them, which I never would have guessed. Yeah, it's got that filler in it and all that. Because when I first tried to make a Alfredo, I used that just pre whatever Parmesan, and it was so there was like it was grainier because of that filler and all that, and it didn't melt as well into it, and it made a very bad sauce. But man, when you get that good stuff, ooh, ooh, you can start doing crazy things like just mix it in with the pasta water and a little bit of lemon juice. Ooh, makes a delicious, delicious pasta. I also shred my own for like mac and cheese. Unless I'm just doing, basic out of the box mac and cheese. But if I want to make my own like homemade mac and cheese, I like to shred that myself because when you don't have that coating on it, it just melts so good and it's just so much better. Mix in a little heavy cream. There's a lot of different cheeses. Colby Jack I actually find is pretty good for mac and cheese. Obviously, just like a mild cheddar, or if you like sharp cheddar can be good too. Um, if you want to just kind of a quicker one, I've sometimes even used like slices of American cheese, which obviously isn't truly cheese, but it does make a very creamy and tasty cheese because it's similar to like Velveeta, which a lot of people use Velveeta for. I normally don't like to use Velveeta. I like to use a mix of, like I said, like Kobe and cheddars to make a good kind of mix. And sometimes I'll like to throw in some extra cheeses, like a little bit of Gouda, or just make it like a three cheese kind of deal. Uh, but yeah, as long as your base is like cheddar and Colby, you can't really go wrong from there. I wish Marissa liked mac and cheese as much as I did. I would make mac and cheese so much more. Yeah. Oh, I hope my mom actually did keep my good seasonings out because I need my good Italian because I think their Italian's expired, or not expired, but really old. Because last time I used it, it did not taste that great, and I need my good chicken seasoning. Yeah, seasoning is one of the things I splurge on, just because you're gonna use it a lot and like it lasts for a good amount of time. I'll obviously try to get the cheaper seasonings when I can, but I like to have like a good variety of good seasonings, for all different types of things. Because it's amazing how much just a little cooking in just a little bit of seasoning really escalates a dish, or like having the proper seasoning for it. Somebody I met back in college gave me that attitude of like seasonings last a long time, so like might as well splurge on them because after you buy it once, you can just keep adding to your spice cupboard. Oh, hold it. Might as well park this one since it's the last one. There we go. And, well, I could probably fit one more delivery in. I want to go make sure I have all my food prepped. So I'm gonna head out. But thank you for being here. Means a lot. Anybody supporting the stream, all the lurkers in there as well. And I'll be streaming more often. I might come back with another stream tomorrow, depending on what happens. But I plan on doing more next week. Don't know the dates yet, but it'll just be as frequent as I can. But goodbye. I gotta save that and then gotta go over here. Goodbye.